Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cinema Tales. In this video, we will discuss the 1991 film named The Raffle, which tells the story of a woman named Francesca. After her husband's death, Francesca finds herself drowning in debt. What she does to become rich. Watch the episode to know. Francesca, a wealthy woman residing in the outskirts of Italy, receives the news one night that her husband has died in an accident. During this challenging time, Francesca's friend and his lawyer Cesar stand by her side. When Francesca is called to identify her husband Maurizio's corpse, she claims that it is not him. This is because the hospital mistakenly switched the bodies, and upon correcting the error, she identifies Maurizio. Following Maurizio's death, Francesca endeavors to take care of herself and her daughter Giulia. However, many individuals attempt to exploit her vulnerability. Francesca's father wishes to take her and Giulia with him, but she refuses. Before departing, he takes some money from Francesca, unaware that she herself is facing financial difficulties. Cesar once told Francesca that Maurizio only flaunted money, but in reality, he was drowning in debt. Now, the same crores of debt burdened Francesca. Not only that, but the life insurance in Maurizio's name had also been terminated 6 months ago. Cesar mentioned that to settle the debt, she would have to vacate her house and sell all her property. With that money, she could clear the debt, but she still needed funds for household expenses. A few days later, Francesca visited her friend Cristina, who offered her a job. Francesca accepted the job at Cristina's shop. The same shops where Francesca once strolled like a queen were now her workplace, which her friends disapproved of. One day, the shop manager, Guido, attempted to coerce Francesca, prompting her to quit the job. In desperation, she had to sell her yacht at a low price, and Cesar came to her aid by purchasing it. Gradually, Francesca began selling all her possessions, evoking pity from everyone, yet receiving no assistance. Francesca resolved to auction her jewelry and clothes, and preparations for the auction commenced. Many affluent individuals attended, and she auctioned off everything one by one. Sometime later, a wealthy man visited Francesca one night. Cesar had sent the man, Enrico, to meet her. During their conversation, Enrico confessed that he was lonely in life, with his wife and children residing in Rome. He proposed an affair with Francesca, offering her money each month, which he also mentioned to Cesar. Francesca outright refused the deal, but she gradually realized that her financial woes were escalating. She decided to remarry, and one night she met another affluent man with whom she could lead a luxurious life. But upon learning about that man's old age, she fled from there and began mocking him with her friends. Francesca discovered that her clothes were bought by her friend Carla, and then she realized that she owned nothing. To exact revenge on Carla, she invited Carla's husband Sandro to her house, initiating an affair with him and requesting the same clothes. Sandro initially refused, but when Francesca threatened to reveal the truth to Carla, he sent those clothes to Francesca's house the next day. After selling the coat sent by Sandro, Francesca realized that she could use her beauty to earn money, gradually paying off every debt. With the same money, she also paid Giulia's school fees and bought a new car. The following day, Carla approached her, mentioning that the debt for the coat Sandro had given her was still outstanding. When Francesca disclosed that she had sold the coat, Carla revealed that, like her husband, Maurizio was also cheating on Francesca. Maurizio had been having an affair with a woman named Camilla, and on the night of the accident, he was with her. Upon learning the truth, Francesca was distraught and left the city the next day to confront Camilla. Camilla revealed the truth to her, mentioning that she had asked Maurizio to choose between her and Francesca, and Maurizio was going to choose Francesca. Like everyone else, Camilla also praised Francesca's beauty, further upsetting Francesca, who decided to organize a lottery competition. She informed Cesar that she needed money, and that this lottery could assist her. Cesar was hesitant because Francesca would be the winner of the lottery. He knew that many men desired her, but only for her beauty. No one truly wanted to accept her and her daughter. Cesar feared that Francesca would be disgraced by this, but Francesca wasn't afraid because the whole world knew about Maurizio's affair and still respected her. She told Cesar that she needed to relay this to a few affluent individuals, and they would select the participants for this game. Preparations for the competition soon commenced, and one night, Cesar took Francesca to the party where the affluent participants of the game were present. Enrico was also among them, and after the party, Cesar mentioned that many people were ready to participate in the game. There were men and women among them. According to the rules of the lottery, each participant would have to pay a fee of 100 million, and whoever won the lottery would have Francesca stay with them for 4 years without any conditions. Cesar himself wanted to be one of the participants, but he couldn't join because he was Francesca's lawyer. Francesca wasn't happy with all this, but she couldn't back down now. Maurizio's mother was also unhappy with the situation, and to avoid scandal, wanted to take her granddaughter Giulia with her. However, Francesca adamantly refused, citing that when she needed help, no one assisted her daughter. One day, Francesca went to a village in Italy to meet the man who wanted to participate in the lottery. Initially, the man seemed pleased, but upon realizing that Francesca was motivated by money, he made disparaging remarks about her and drove her away. Not only that, one day, Francesca's friend Serena sent a gift through Giulia, mocking the lottery. When Francesca confronted Serena about it, she mentioned that her husband was also involved in the lottery. Francesca explained that she was unaware of this, but Serena didn't listen. Francesca promptly went to Serena's husband, Gustavo, and insisted that he withdraw from the competition. Francesca couldn't betray her friend, but Gustavo countered by saying that every participant was Maurizio's friend. Francesca was surprised to hear this, but she decided that she would not back down. Not only that, Francesca also found out that Maurizio's girlfriend Camilla had also taken part. She then told Cesar that she would have to return everyone's money, and this lottery game would have to be stopped forever. Francesca realized her mistake, and she did not want to live this nightmare anymore. But Cesar said that it was too late. Cesar insisted that she would have to choose him to stop the game, and Francesca agreed, because she trusted Cesar the most among all those people. Just at that moment, Francesca found out that Cesar was also not sober, and she left the house. A few days later, a man named Antonio appeared in front of Francesca's car, joking even in a state of unconsciousness. Francesca took him to her house and started taking care of him. As soon as Antonio saw Francesca, he started to like her and looked for excuses to stay in her house. Francesca understood his intentions but wanted to continue this drama because she also started to like Antonio. They started spending time together, and Francesca began to forget her problems. One day, Antonio confessed his love for her and expressed his desire to spend his life with Francesca. Francesca refused to go on a date, but found herself constantly thinking about Antonio. That same night, she was supposed to spend time with Enrico, but suddenly Antonio arrived there. Antonio told Enrico that he and Francesca loved each other, causing Enrico to lose his temper. Francesca tried to drive him away, but Antonio made the situation worse. Enrico started misbehaving with both of them, and after beating Antonio, he left. Despite everything, Antonio did not leave Francesca, and her attempts to distance herself were unsuccessful. That same night, their affair began, but Antonio was unaware of Francesca's involvement in the lottery. A few days later, Cesar took Francesca to meet an old man named Renato, who dreamed of marrying Francesca. Renato wanted to see her once, but he was unaware that Francesca had already chosen Cesar. Trouble was about to escalate because she was in love with Antonio, and Antonio was starting to act as a father figure to Giulia. In desperation, Francesca had to distance herself from Antonio, only to find out later that he had always known everything about the lottery. Antonio said that Francesca should not refuse the money, leading her to realize that Antonio had been with her only for the money. After learning the truth, she left Antonio forever. A few days later, it was published in Cesar's office that an unknown person had complained against him and the lottery. Cesar was informed that he could be arrested for involvement in prostitution and illegal lottery activities. Now, Cesar and all the participants had to find a way to avoid arrest. Cesar had told Francesca that she would have to tell the police that no lottery was being played. However, when Francesca was called for questioning, she stated that the lottery was indeed being played. As a result, the yacht, which she had sold to Cesar, was offered as a reward, and she didn't need to hide the truth of the lottery. Even the lawyer sent by Cesar was surprised by this answer. In the end, every participant's dreams were shattered, but no one could say anything because Francesca's lie saved them all. Through the lottery, Francesca gained millions, and the lottery game came to an end. Francesca was saved from defamation due to the complaint sent to the police, and with all the money, she decided to leave the country forever. However, no one knew that Francesca was the one who had informed the police about the lottery. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel.